Hey everyone, this here is Justin Folletti from Pennsylvania. I have on our social media training tonight, the Ninja Lady Boss Jen Kahn, and I have calling all the way in from New Brunswick, Canada, Sonia, and we're super excited tonight. We wanted to put this training together for a lot of individuals right now that are, with us in My Daily Choice that are, not maybe understanding how the social media world works. So we put this training together to help you all understand the basics of social media. How to build that relationship and how to connect with others, and not just always talking about your opportunity. And like I said, I'm super excited, so you definitely want to get a pen and paper and make sure you take really good notes on what we're going to be covering tonight. We're going to keep it around 30 minutes. We don't want to take much of your time, but it's going to be very important information that we're going to talk about, so you can go out there and and build that relationship with somebody using the social media world, whether they live in your hometown or they live in five continents away from you. So I'm super excited. The first trainer and leader I'm going to bring up here is Miss Khan, the Ninja, aka the Ninja, right, from Baltimore, Maryland. And we're going to keep this call open. This is not going to be a stage training. We're just here to share thoughts of how Sonia's building her business, and some of her tips of how she's using social media, and some of my tips and some of Jen's tips, of course. But we're going to keep it simple and keep it to the basics. Whether you're a new person in My Daily Choice and you never turned on a computer before, that's fine. Okay, and we just want to keep it simple, and you definitely want to get with your upline who enrolled you, and maybe they can help you set up a Facebook account. But it's real simple. But our important message to get to you all tonight is how to keep everything basic, and how to build that relationship and post valuable content, and whether it's just lifestyle or whatever, just to keep it simple to build that relationship with others. So with no further ado, I'd like to bring up Jen Kahn, and she's gonna talk about and share her experience when she first got in social media, and what the basic things are that she has done to create that big following she has, and create the the power of the social media world. Hey, Jen.
Sounds good. So let's get this party started then. So I have a whole sheet of notes, and I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet for you guys, and hopefully, like Justin said, you have a pad of paper and a pen, because this is going to be some stuff that you want to look back to later. So what I did basically when I first came onto Facebook, I started out with 0 friends. I had none, and I deleted all my other pages that I had before because I wanted a brand new audience, and that's the whole idea, is to have a really targeted audience that cares about what you have to say. So I started adding people that were in network marketing, and as I did that, I asked them to suggest friends for me. And that was a way to keep me out of Facebook jail, because as you know, you can't add as many people as you want without getting stuck in Facebook jail. So I had people suggest friends to me instead, and that helped me kind of get started. But before all that, I want to start with just a list of things that I have written down here. One is you want to connect with about 10 new people a day, because if you run out of people to talk to, then you're going to run out of income. You have to have people to talk to. You have to consistently keep building your list. So if you start on Facebook and you have 500 friends, you want to keep on adding people to your page. And you want to connect with 10 new people that you don't know, every single day. The next thing that I'm going to cover briefly is about content or attraction. What do I have to post on Facebook? Because believe it or not, what you say on Facebook actually matters, and it helps you get the right people to your page. So I have an acronym, and I'm going to ask Justin and Sonia to also chime in on this topic. But this acronym is TWEET, T-W-E-E-T. And this is kind of a rubric for what you should be posting on social media, whether it be Twitter or Facebook. This is kind of the go-to guide, that I have found anyway. So T stands for trust building and building that relationship. You got to find that common ground with, your people, I guess. So Justin, what do you think is important, or what's been your experience with trust building or building the relationship?
Yes, that's the first thing, is very important about building that trust with others. Getting others to follow you by not posting your opportunity all over, your Facebook wall or other people's Facebook walls. Can we agree if, you want to build that trust in others, you want to post, valuable content and, just your lifestyle photos. But the biggest thing is, like Jen said, is trust. If you cannot find someone that's going to trust you or, take your advice and when you give them, you find out what their needs are and you can just maybe help them out, whether it's not in business but just in personal life, and you help them and they're going to trust you. They're going to, come back to you for some more advice, but it's just basically building that relationship, building that trust, whether it's just liking their family photo from the holidays or liking their vacation, photo from their trip. So, it's all about trust. If you cannot get people to trust you, you're not going to get business partners to join you. So that's my biggest thing on that, and that's number one. And I always, I like other people's stuff when I'm searching to find new friends. And just by going through Facebook and I'm looking at my friends. First thing I do is I look at their profile picture and I like it. I want to see if it's someone who I want to work with and someone who I think I can trust and someone who I think is motivated and not always negative. So it's like an interview process, and we're going to cover that here. But the basic thing is trust and building that relationship.
For sure. And Sonia, what is your experience with, or what you have to add, I guess, based on trust building or building that relationship, finding the common ground? How important is that to social media marketing?
Since I'm like newer in the game online, I would say I have more experience offline. I would say if I could give an advice is that you should qualify your people, and I think that's what he was saying by interviewing. But I wasted a lot of time with people that I was just trying to get everybody I could meet. I was trying to talk to them, and I think that now I realize that what has been working for me for the last year is really finding people from my niche, people that actually can like their comment. If you don't like somebody's post and you don't have anything in common with them, well, how could you have a conversation? So for me, I've been attracting that kind of people. So if I just feel that a lot of people should, instead of just trying to get too many people in at the same time, just try to get more quality than quantity on that subject.
Awesome. So the last thing I want to add on that is, as far as trust goes, your credibility matters on social media, on the internet, your reputation, credibility. And if you're consistently giving value and good things on your page and you're commenting and you're positive and happy and all this stuff, you're going to build your credibility. But as soon as you start spamming groups and start spamming people's timelines and inboxes, you lose credibility, and that breaks trust. So that's the last thing I want to see on that. The next thing is wisdom. Okay, that's what the W stands for. You want to learn from industry leaders, okay? So you want to mirror the people that are doing it right. I think it's huge that we copy the people that are successful instead of trying to just hop on Facebook and try to figure it out ourselves. That's the hardest way to do it. That's the way I did it. It's the hardest way to do it. So you want to, mirror the people that are already successful in social media marketing and mirror your page for that. The next thing is ears open. That's an E, okay? So you want to listen to the conversation that's happening on Facebook, okay? You want to be listening. The more you can listen and the less you can speak, you're going to gain a lot more knowledge on your prospects and on what their needs are, and that's going to help you give them a solution, which may or may not be your business or your opportunity, but it's going to help you have a legitimate conversation instead of a staged one that's just focused on opportunity. And I know Justin has something to add to that on about listening to the conversation.
Yes, absolutely. Let me see if I'm unmuted. Yeah. I'm going to go back to wisdom. When Jen had talked about wisdom by following other leaders in the industry, I do that all the time. And why I do that is because there's a saying is if you want something somebody else has, you have to do what they do. And basically that's how I learned how to build online. Of course, my mentor, that has been with me since day one. I've learned so much from that individual. But what I do is I like to explore, and I like to go on Facebook and just search, other top leaders in the industry and see the content and see what value they are posting on social media. And I take in consideration and I take notes on whether they could be in a totally different company, right, than My Daily Choice, but you want to see how they're getting so many followers by the content they're posting and what's making those followers like those comments and posts. And if you look at other leaders in the industry, most of them do not post about their opportunity. They post valuable content, and that's why they attract so many other people to their social media pages, because they're giving off so much information that's not only helping their current organization and their current team, but it's also grabbing attention from other industry affiliates and leaders, to like his page. And it's all about the content. And I learned so much just from, just following and, watching these other industry leaders of what their approach is on their Facebook wall. It's nothing, if you look at our Facebook pages, you won't see the opportunity of My Daily Choice. You won't see my capture page, or you won't see me with pictures of the products, or you won't see me with you'll see me with pictures at events. Absolutely, if I get a picture taken with Jen, Sonia, or our CEO, Mr. Josh Wago, absolutely I'm going to post that, because why? That's lifestyle. That's me, being with a top CEO in the industry that just launched his new opportunity, My Daily Choice. I want people to see that and see, wow, look at those guys, they're having fun. And it's all about getting others to look at what you're posting. It's not about you spamming your opportunity link. And I know we all have done it, and it does not work. I'm telling you straight up, flat out, it does not work. Okay, you posting your link on Facebook groups does not work. I tried that. You might get a couple hits on your capture page, but it looks unprofessional on your part. What you want to do is just follow us, and just Jen has it down packed. I mean, if you see her Facebook wall, she just posts asking questions throughout the day. Hey, what are your plans for the New Year's? What are your New Year's resolutions? What are your plans to do on if you believe in Christmas? What are your Christmas break plans and stuff like that? So it's all about doing what others do, and just follow along with those steps. And it's not about just always talking about when everyone comes to you, or when everyone asks you what you do. Don't always throw up on them about the opportunity, because it's going to turn them off and they're going to run. You're going to soon be in the NFL club, no friends left, and that's what you don't want, especially if you have been in the industry prior to My Daily Choice. It's all about building those followers and building those relationships, so that they want to come to you for that content. And then it doesn't have to be the first conversation you have with them. If they send you a private message, if they come back and say, hey Justin, I like your photo on your Facebook wall. I see you were with Josh, the CEO. He just launched his new opportunity. You don't want to come right back with that message and say, yeah, here's my capture page link, why don't you go check it out? Right away, that's going to turn that person off. It's going to make you look not professional. Okay, and you want to say, absolutely, it's great to be partnered up with a guy that's 23 years old, who's absolutely changing the industry with branding My Daily Choice to 150 countries. So it's all about posting valuable content, getting others interested in what you're doing. Don't just post your link all over your Facebook wall, because now people are going to know what you're doing, and they're not going to be part of it, because they know you're trying to be desperate by sharing your link and always talking about the opportunity. Does that fit in, Jen? Is that it's kind of what I do. I like to follow other people that are having success and do what they're do what they do, whether it's in MDC, or it's in a company that we never heard of. But it's all about building that value up and finding out what they're doing and saying to create those followers.
That actually ties into the ears open, listen to the convo. The whole thing is about paying attention to what your audience wants. And we've known from experience, and this social media is down to a science at this point. We know that people don't want that. So if we're listening to what they want, we have to give them what they want. So that's all good stuff. Did you want to touch on the listen to the convo? Did you have anything to add to that before I move on?
Basically, what, for the ears open?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, basically, even this for I don't want to go on this topic, because this is basically focused on social media basics. But if you're working in a job, right, and you're not doing this full time, and you walk by one of your coworker's desk and you hear them complaining about, man, I had tomorrow's Monday morning, for example. You're going to know, especially with your coworkers, if you interact with them, how was their weekend? What did they do? And you're going to hear them. I'm going to be straight up bitching about their weekend if I didn't do anything, didn't have the extra money to do that, or I was supposed to go Christmas shopping, but my paycheck was a little short. We all heard it before. We all heard people's problems, and they get to know their problems. And the same thing with social media. They talk about. Can we all agree when people post on Facebook, hey, me and my husband and my wife and my children are on our way to to the Colorado mountains for the next week. People let you know their problems as well. Hey, I had a bad weekend. Life sucks. I wanted to get the things done. The things I wanted to get done, I couldn't get done. My car broke down. This and that. So that's telling you. That should be like ding, ding, ding right there. This guy is struggling. He's looking for some positive information. So just reach out to him. Say, hey, listen, I saw your post on Facebook. I'm sorry you had a terrible weekend. I know you don't know me yet, but I, would like to just, talk to you a little bit. Hey, things are going to be well. Things are going to get better. The holidays are coming. It's something to be excited about. So that's how you can, hear people's problems and, just strike back with a positive post or, a private message to that individual. But going back to people that you work with, and that's a great prospect where you can say, hey, listen, I know we're at work right now, but let me tell you something. When we get out of work, give me a call. I have something that may or may not be for you, but I'm super excited to share it with you. And I'll give you my website and stuff where you can take a look at the overview. But I don't want to talk about it at work. I know you say you don't have much money. Your paycheck was a little short to, take your family out to get them the rest of their Christmas presents or out to eat or whatever it is, even a vacation. So you can see how, just by keeping your ears open, and you're going to hear what people's needs are because you're going to hear them complaining about it. So back to you, Jen. That's what, just keep your ears wide open because can we all agree, everyone always complains about something, and there's negative Nancy's out there all over the place. And if you just catch a conversation that even though if you don't know that individual or you do know the individual, just where they hang out because you're in that same place or get their contact information before you actually leave that place, wherever you're at.
Exactly. Right. So you find the need, and then you can offer a solution. So, Sonia, feel free to chime in at any time. I'm just trying to run through these before we run out of time because I know Justin has things to say also.
Okay. Yeah, I might just add that if I see somebody's having a bad day, that's a friend of mine, I always reach out with a voice recording or I get them on Skype. You want to hang out, you want to talk about it because I know how it feels sometimes. And me, I've built maybe my organization differently than other leaders, or I know I spend a lot of time connecting with people. I have less time now, but I try to send them quick messages, voice recordings. You can send them a minute, and usually I just ask them, do you want to talk? And usually they do, and it feels good, and then they trust you and they come back to you. And I do the same for training, even if they're not in my company or not. I offer my training to. There's certain training we want to keep just for our company, and that's normal. But you're like that too. You offer your training for everybody, and I've been getting a lot of people messaging me back because of that. And if their thing doesn't work in their company, well, guess who they're going to come with after? They're going to come see me because they trust me. So that's what I had to add on this subject for now.
Awesome. Cool. The next thing is establish your brand. So you want to create a strong presence. For instance, your domain name. You want to self-brand. You want to brand yourself. And Justin, I know you had an opinion on what kind of links are ugly and not helpful on Facebook. So why don't you tell them about why you think we need to have our own domain names?
Yeah, that's a great thing I wanted to touch base on, Jen. I'm glad you brought that up here in establishing your brand. Can we all agree many of you might not know about other domain names if you're new to the online world, but we all get our own links through MyDailyChoice in our back office under the websites tab. Okay, we have our regular corporate website. We're soon going to be having our retail link in there, but we have two capture page links in there as well. One is winwithmdc.com/ and then it's your username. The next capture page we have is mdcsuccessline.com / and your username as well. So I do see a lot of people posting their links, whether it is on Facebook groups, and if you're having success with that, congratulations. If it's working, do it. But if it's not working, I would stop doing it, because it's not only making kind of you look bad that you're trying to be desperate digging into those Facebook groups looking for an individual. But if it's working, great. But if you post a capture page link on Facebook, would you rather have it say workwithjustinp.com, or your first and last name, gencon.com or ninjacon.com, than have it www.winwithmdc.com/gencon? Can you see how that looks kind of unprofessional by always posting that? Or if you develop a relationship on Facebook and through a chat, okay, and somebody asks you, well, Justin, what are you currently doing? Why are you so excited? Hey, that's a great question. I would love to share it with you, but I really have to go right now. But I do want to give you my website, to take a look at it and take the free tour overview. Here it is, www.mdcsuccessline.com/Justin Paletti, or whatever your username is, right? So can we all agree that's a pretty darn long or a link or a domain name? So if you want to get a shortened domain name, you can get them on GoDaddy, for like $2.99 a year for a shorter domain name that you can forward your URL from MyDailyChoice capture page to that domain name. That's going to be real short, whether it's justinpaletti.com, gencon.com, work MDC success, or whatever you come up with. But can we all agree it looks more professional? It looks more, not generic when you have all those backslashes, forward slashes, and /username.com, all that stuff. So it's very important to keep it professional, keep it short and sweet. Say, hey, listen, I'm on a fly right now. Or even if you're out in public, here I go again off the topic, but I'm just trying to put everything together. If you do run into a contact that you haven't talked to in a while out at a gas station or a restaurant, hey, Justin, what have you been up to these days? Oh, hey, listen, I just got started in a global online business that's absolutely exploding right now, but it's too much to talk about. But here's my website. Grab a paper and pen, and you're trying to explain it to them. www.mdcsuccessline.com / and your username. So you want to get a domain name. It is important. You do not have to get it. Okay, we're not here to tell you to get it. We're just here to share with you that's going to be maybe helpful for when you're out in public, where you can share a quick domain name. Hey, mdc123.com is better than having to say out all of the other links that are in there. But that's just something that it's up to you. It's your choice to create one. And it's not very expensive at all. You can get a domain name for a year for like $5 on GoDaddy.com.
For
You
sure.
can get some for 99 cents, and it's easier to remember. I wouldn't remember my whole long HTTP whatever MDC, so for me it's easier to have like my name or so. Especially a lot of people have been asking me, where do you put your link? Well, make a domain name for 99 cents, and I will make a video if you guys don't have one already for anybody that wants to, because I need to order some more domain names for 99 cents. So keep posted for that too.
Cool.
Yeah, and it also helps too, is because a lot of people say, well, Justin, how do you, where do you post your link on Facebook? How do you get others to opt into your link? And like I said, I don't spam it all over the place, but what I do is I have domain names. Okay, I have so many of them from over the years, but I just got a couple that I wanted to keep for my daily choice. So basically, I'll post an inspirational quote on Facebook. Not every single one do I post my link underneath, but maybe twice a week I'll post my my capture page domain name that I created through GoDaddy underneath an inspirational quote or a video or something that I did that will inspire others, or some great content that I shared from somebody else, and I'll put that under there. And if a lot of people check that out and take a look at my content and they say, wow, that makes sense, Justin, great post, whatever, and they see my link underneath that, of course they're going to click on it to see, what the heck I'm doing. Why is Justin so excited? He's posting really good information here. Let's see, whether it's justinpaletti.com or org or whatever it is, whatever your domain name can be. So they're going to click on that, and it's going to take them right to my capture page, and our capture page that Josh put together are out of this world, phenomenal. So it's going to pique them to take a look at, wow, this does sound interesting. I want to know more. And they're going to enter their information and take the free tour overview. But you won't see me just spamming it all over the place. But it's a great tool that you can use if you post valuable content, and post that link underneath there where is a personal domain name to you, like towards you, to brand yourself. Okay, so that's just a good tip that I wanted to touch base on. I'm glad Jen brought that up as well.
Awesome. So lastly, I want to talk about, or I want to just touch on real quick, and the T stands for Teach the World About What You Do. So I became the social media ninja because it's something that I already knew about. So I just started teaching people about it. I was giving value on my page, and this made me an authority on the topic. So people started associating me with social media, and that's kind of how I built my brand. So whatever it is that you're good at, that you know about, that you can educate somebody else on, that might be your value post. It doesn't necessarily have to be social media. It doesn't necessarily have to be network marketing. It could be gardening, it could be golfing, it could be anything else, and then as long as you target golfers or gardeners or people who camp or whatever it is, you're going to build a network of people that are in your interest group that follow you for the things that you are good at, things that you can teach them something about. So teach the world about what you do. And then Justin, Sonia, if you guys want to add anything on that, you can, or I can keep moving on.
I'm good for now.
Okay, Justin.
Yeah, I mean, you touched it. If you're a mechanic and you're going to post stuff about you found a new way to fix your car or a customer's car, you want to post that, or you say, hey, I'm excited, I had a great day today. My neighbor brought his car over to my garage. He couldn't figure out how to start it for years, but he brought it over to me. I figured it out in 10 minutes. I'm super excited. I got to help him. Just stuff like that. And it's going to attract other mechanics, and they're going to say, wow, Justin, how did you get it started for after the car's been sitting for 2 years? That's exciting. They're going to want to know that. No private messages saying, hey, that sounds exciting. What was wrong with the car? How did you get it running? You know what I mean? So just by posting little stuff like that is going to attract other mechanics. Yes, but you see how you're building the relationship. Now you have a new friend, okay, that's going to come to you and now is going to be looking at your wall because you posted valuable content, not about My Daily Choice, but about daily life. And that content and post that you provided on your Facebook wall help that individual say, okay, that's a tip for me to check now if someone's car does not start. Now you have a follower. Now that person's going to always come back to your Facebook wall to see what you're posting. So maybe he can get another tip on how to fix a car. But you're building that relationship up, so now that person trusts you if you get in a private chat room because you helped him. You provided him valuable content that helped him figure out a situation that he might have had in his garage or his own personal car. So you can see how just little posts and little comments and just about your daily life that you share on Facebook will attract a lot of people to your Facebook wall. And that's how simple this is. And don't overcomplicate it. It's not always about posting your business and your capture page. It's about building the relationships, gaining that trust from others, and getting those followers as well. So great point, Jen.
Cool. And the last thing I want to say is, at least for me and my Facebook story, it's all about exposure and getting your name out there. I learned from a leader in my past, and he taught me that you want to put your name on as many comments and as many people's walls as you can. You want to get your name out there. That's getting exposure, okay? It's like depositing little business cards all over the internet, okay? The more people recognize your name, the more videos you do, the more different types of social media that's connected, like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and the more time you spend on other people's pages and in their conversations and in their life and their world, you're going to gain exposure, and eventually people will start talking about you, and that's a good thing because that's giving you exposure and that's building your brand, and eventually people will just start to follow you because of it. So that is what I have written down. I know we wanted to touch on settings, and basically you want to have a public page. If you're network marketing, have a public page. If you're worried about your kids or whatever, your personal life being exposed, then start a new page and keep that one private. But for your business one, you want to have that open. You want to have as much exposure as you can possibly get. You want that link that you post with your status to get everywhere. And then you don't want people to write on your wall because that is way too risky. You never know what they're going to say. And so you want to have that just blocked off so that you have to review it before they can post. So you want to also make sure your followers tab is open so that anybody can follow you, because that's how you get followers. Otherwise, you can't have followers. You can only have friends, and that's only limited to 5,000 people. So if you guys have anything else to add, I'm finished with my training unless you guys have questions that I need to answer. But other than that, Justin, I'll turn it back to you, and you can finish this whole thing up.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jen. Thanks, Sonia, for hopping on here tonight. But I did want to touch base here real quick on for the new individuals that aren't familiar with social media and wanting to know, how to, I hope you all took really good notes, because this is some powerful information. I took notes myself, and that's what we're here for. We're here to help, you build that online, content and online following with every social media, everything out there that can, that we can help with to build your MDC business. But it all boils down to building relationships and building, the trust and helping others. And that's what we covered tonight. But one thing I do want to touch base with is I have a whole thing of notes here that I've learned from so much and so many other leaders in the industry and trainers. But you want to have number one, you want to have a clean profile picture. Okay, yeah. And a clean cover photo. And the reason for that is because when people go to look at you, and because we are all getting tagged in so many different posts on MyDailyChoice, right? And they say, wow, there's there's a leader here, Sonia, there's a leader here, Pam, there's a leader, Scott, there's a leader, Stevenson, right? So they're going to click on that individual. If they go to your Facebook wall and they see you out, smoking cigarettes and, dumping beer over someone's head or bonging a beer, that's going to turn them off. And they're going to be like, wow, I wonder why this guy, Justin is tagged in this photo if he's, smoking cigarettes and, out being an idiot, right, or getting pulled over by cops. People post crazy stuff on Facebook, so you want to make sure you have a clean profile and a clean cover photo. All right, number two, okay, you want to at least don't post 100 times a day. I mean, just post a couple times a day. Post pictures of your lifestyle. Post pictures of your family vacation. Create short videos. I mean, many of you, I was scared in the beginning to make videos. Trust me, I was, like, man, what do I say? What do I got to do? But be yourself. If you had a great weekend this past weekend, or, the holidays are coming up, if you believe in Christmas, make a video of your kids opening up their presents, or your cat or your pet opening up presents, or any family member, and shoot a video. Hey guys, I'm super excited. It's Christmas morning, or hey guys, I'm super excited. Me and my family are out to eat here tonight. We're getting to spend some quality family time together. What are your plans for the weekend? What are you guys going to do? Comment below, and I look forward to taking a look at your comments. Just like my video yesterday, I took my brother-in-law out for dinner, and we went to a casino. Just little videos like that are gonna drive people to look at you, whether it's a lifestyle and you're on vacation. Hey guys, I'm here at the Rocky Mountains with me and my husband, or me and my boyfriend, or me and my girlfriend, whatever, or my kids. We're super excited. We're up here. We're having a blast. And I just want to touch base with you all here on Facebook and all my friends to let you know the great time we're having. I look forward to catching you all when we get back, or my next video. Take care. Have a great day. So that's gonna, that's gonna go out there, and people are gonna be like, wow, Justin was just on a vacation this week, or Sonia was on a vacation last week. She's at the beach this week, and they're gonna want to follow you more because you got them to laugh by being yourself, by creating that video. It's called attraction marketing, and you're gonna attract others to your page. All right. You definitely want to post great resources. Okay, if you're a big personal growth guy and you go on to John Maxwell or Tony Robbins' Facebook post. Okay, when they post something, it's powerful. It's getting shared by hundreds and thousands of people. There's hundreds and hundreds of comments on it. So why don't you share that post that Tony Robbins posted on your wall? But you can put your own content to it. By you sharing other people's posts are great, because it's gonna, share that value with your following already and your friends, and it's going to also bring other followers in there. Wow, this really makes sense. That's a great post. And how many people on this webinar training right now don't even know of Tony Robbins? I'm sure you do, but maybe some of your friends don't know, and they're going to click on that and be like, wow, Justin's really inspirational today. That was really good, powerful quote that he shared from Tony Robbins. It kind of made me smile this morning, or kind of gave me the encourage to get out of bed and go to work. So it's okay to share other people's stuff, and when you do that, that's great. Don't always copy and paste other shares. And the last thing I want to talk about is, let's see here. When you go to events, take pictures. When you go to a home event, if you're having a home event or you want someone on your team's having a home event, take photos, post photos. You don't have to talk about My Daily Choice, but say, hey, we had a great home party last night. It was packed out. Everyone is super excited, and I just wanted to share this photo with you just to let you know of why we're all excited. Message me for more info or something like that, but just let people know, wow, that place was packed out. What are they doing? I want to get back to you and find out what you're doing, right? So it's actually piquing others to attract to you and follow you to see what exciting thing you're going to post next. And respond to people when they like your photos and when they like your videos that you post. Okay, for example, if someone likes your photo, I reply to anybody that I don't communicate with on a daily basis. When, of course, if Jen or Sonia likes my photos or videos, of course, nothing against you guys. I'm not going to come back and say, hey, guys, thanks for liking my photo or thanks for liking my video. But if I see somebody new that's really not engaged with me throughout the week or haven't been engaged with me for quite some time and they start liking my photos and my videos, I'm going to definitely reach out to that person and I'm going to send them a private message and I'm going to say, hey, Jen, I saw that you liked my post. Thank you very much. It really means a lot to me. It was a super exciting time, or whatever video or photo they'd like, you can relate back to that photo. Hey, we had an amazing time. We went out to eat. We went to the casino. It was a great night all around. And hey, I'm looking forward to connecting with you. We haven't touched base in a while. Let's connect here this week sometime. So you can see why it's very important to, it's not all about posting photos and posting stuff. If you can't build that relationship and come back by, private messaging them saying at least a thank you for, sharing my photo or sharing my video or liking my photo or liking my video, you're never going to build that interaction. You need to build the interaction with others so they can start communicating with you and back and forth and wanting to know about their life and and about your life, and that's where the trust is going to come in place. It's going to come in place, but you don't always want to strike out. Here's my website. Go take a look at the free tour, and I talk to you soon, because that's just going to turn them off. They're looking to build a relationship because you might not have talk with that individual or it's your first time talking. You never ever want to send your capture page link on a first conversation in a private message or any conversation out there. Because if people tell me that, I'm like, man, this guy, all he's worried about is me joining his business. I'm here to try to build relationships of, to see, what he's doing, the lifestyle and where he's from and, does he have any kids? Does he have any plans for the holidays? So it's all about relationships. It's not about just, hey, here's my link, go sign up. I look forward to talking to you in the welcome letter. Okay, so it's basic building that relationship, and it's simple, guys. Do not overcomplicate social media. We all started here day one. If you're new to social media, and if you're out of your warm market and you did 100, Sonia mentioned this before we hopped on here live. If you're out of your warm market, not necessarily out of warm market, but tried so many different things in the past, and Sonia brought up a good question. Should we go after them? Should they be the first to approach their friends and family if we were already involved in another company? Absolutely. And the reason I say that is because I learned it from a top leader in the industry and a top trainer in the industry. You always go after those individuals, whether they say no, they don't want to hear about it, who cares, but you always want to say, hey, listen, I found something that's really, really exciting. Okay, it's global in 150 countries. I just wanted to be the first to come to you because I see my vision. I'm going to take off with this, and I know what's going to bring me finally bring me the success I've been looking for in all those years. Yes, I introduced you to 100 other companies, but I finally found it. Now, I'm not here to pique you on it. I'm not here to ask you to. I'm here to ask you to join me, but you don't want to say that. Just say, hey, listen, I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. But I don't want to. When I do make it, I don't want you to come and say, Justin, why didn't you ask me? Why wasn't I the first to ask you? So that's why it's important to ask your close friends and your close family members, even though you burned them out prior to My Daily Choice, because we know we finally have the right vehicle that's going to take us to the right place, and we're here. We planted our flag, and we are here to stay for the long term. So that's why you definitely want to reach out to those individuals that you might have piqued in the past, and just their answer they're probably going to give you is, no, I'm not interested, but thanks. But as long as you went back to them and say, hey, listen, I know I planted my flag here, and I know where we're going with My Daily Choice, but I want it to be the first to, bring it to your attention. Whether you come on board or not, I don't want you to come back and say, hey, Justin, why don't you tell me to get involved in this 2 months down the road when you're earning, the income that you know you're going to earn with My Daily Choice. So that's definitely one thing that you do want to do. You might know the answer before you go into the conversation, but at least you're letting them know that they can't come bitch at you down the road. Sorry for the language, but come complain at you down the road if you never go ask them to join. Okay, so basically that's all I wanted to cover. I hope you got a lot of information out of it. Keep it simple, and the biggest thing is change your cover page, change your profile page, keep it professional, and just follow us. Follow other successful people and see what they're posting. And a top network marketer in the industry never spams their opportunity. And I know a lot of people do it. I have done it, and I know it's gotten me nowhere, and a lot of people lost respect for me because of it, because they're like, man, Justin must be desperate. He's posting his link on this capture page group, that Facebook group, this Facebook group, all over the place. And when you post on a Facebook group, all of your friends see that now in the news feed. So when they see that you posted, say for example, I posted on work from home moms, make money online opportunities, internet marketing, every person that I am friends with, that's going to come across the newsfeed, and they're going to think, man, Justin's a leader here. Or, he's tagged in a lot of posts, or he just joined this company, and he says things are going great, but why is he posting in all these different groups? It looks like he's desperate, looking for individuals to join him. So I'm just letting you know that you can do what you want. It's your business, but hey, we're all here to help each other and share with you the tips of what works and what doesn't work. It might be working for you. Congratulations, keep doing it. But from my experience, and I know many of you here on the line watching this, it might not work for you, but just like to share with you of what to do and what not to do. So you can do what you want. We're just here to share with you some tips. So Jen, Sonia, if you want to add anything to that before we close out the call, feel free to go ahead. If not, we're going to end the training.
I just want to touch up 3 quick things. When you're talking to family and friends, that's a good way to practice. If you guys are not used to talking and sharing what the opportunity is, or just to get the word out there, so you want to get some no's. If you know your family is going to tell you no, well, go get their no's. It's practice, and practice makes perfect. For videos, I made 50 videos before I posted my first one, so get started on videos. And the first ones I used to make were about gardening. You never see my face on camera. I was just filming my hydroponic setup in my greenhouse and everything I had. And some people got to me to ask me questions about that, and I'm no expert. I'm learning. This is all new to me. So this is a way that I thought that, it's a way to practice, and I got a little bit less shy, and now you guys all see that I love the camera. I like it now, but it wasn't that easy to start out. So just get started like that. And third of all, be yourself. Don't pretend to be anybody else. I was always afraid of hiding who I was, because I hunt, and I'm a kind of girl that I'm all over the place. I do a lot of things, and I was like, they're gonna care or they're gonna judge, but I don't want these kind of people. I want the kind of people that actually likes what I do and they can relate with me. So don't be afraid to share yourself, unless you're an ass, pardon my French. Then you wanna kind of be nice and change your mindset maybe, but just show yourself, and if you make a mistake, we all make mistakes. I know we all have. I'm sure we all did, and I'm not afraid to admit them. So that would be all I wanted to touch up. Great things, all of you guys. I really enjoy listening to you guys.
Awesome.
So I just wanted to add, and just the last thing is what works for us might not work for you, but this is from our experiences, and you have to test your own method. You got to try, a little bit of each and see which one works for you, because if Justin can post about one thing, but if I try to copy his status and post it over here, my audience is going to be like, where has she gone? Who is this person? If I try to talk about hunting and copy Sonia, people are going to be like, Jen does not hunt. It's not going to make any sense. So you have to see and test your own statuses, test your own little, methods, and use a combination of all of ours and see what works for you.
I agree.
Absolutely. Yeah, and just last thing, I want to just touch base on Sonia. When she said she was making so many videos, I made so many videos too, but my mentor that got me started in this industry always told me, listen, just crack the camera, hit record. If you screw up, stutter, so what? You're being yourself. True. You don't have to be perfect for every video. you know, because when other people see that, they're gonna be like, wow, I can do what that goofy sucker Justin's doing. You know, he shot a video and he stuttered and, you know, he messed up his words. You know, who cares? It's you being yourself. So don't sit there and try to, you know, like I did in the beginning. I wasted so much time saying, oh my gosh, does this video work? Does this video work? And I used to send it to my mentor all the time. Hey, what do you think of this video? He's like, listen, who cares? Just make a video, hit record. If you screw up, so what? Because it's making it duplicatable. That it's making your audience know that, hey, if Justin can make a video, I can too. Hell, he didn't even sound good, but he made a video and it got a lot of people liking it, you know, because it was funny. Just be yourself, and it makes everything more duplicatable. And that's the great thing about it. Don't try to be perfectionist. Don't try to, you know, make everything you do a photo or a video. Especially videos. Videos are so hot right now with attraction marketing. Just crack a video. You know, I wouldn't make it more than 2-3 minutes long. Keep it real short and sweet. And if you mess up, so what? People are gonna be like, wow, I can do that. You know, who cares? So great point, Sonia. I like that a lot. And Jen, great topic on you know, of our audience. My audience follows me for, you know, a certain audience that I build. You know, Sonia's audience might be different than mine, and like Jen said, you know, mine and Sonia were into hunting, so I post pictures of deer and stuff like that. She does too. But imagine if the ninja would post something of her standing there with a big deer head, or saying I'm going hunting. You know, how many people that would probably get millions of millions of likes. Yeah, and she's like, damn, the ninja's going hunting. What's this all about, right? So, you know, our audiences are different than yours, but it's great to build a following of, you know, who you attract, and that's what's going to be your type of audience that you're going to attract. What you post and your content and the lifestyle that you live is what the audience is. That's what the audience that you're going to attract to is going to consist off of. So, again, guys, thanks a lot for this training. It's 47 minutes long. I hope you all got a great amount of information, and we will have this recorded if you have somebody in your team that missed it. But great call, great Google Hangout. Thank you, Jen, for taking time away. I know you're busy. Sonia, you're in you know, the New Brunswick, Canada, and thank you for taking time away from your family. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening. If you don't have anything else to add to this call, I'm going to go ahead and officially end this training.
Thank you for having me over.
You all at home for taking time away here, but you know, just stick to the simple basics of social media, and you guys are going to be fine. We're all here to help you. Okay, you got the support, you got the #1 CEO, and you got you're at home with the #1 company, My Daily Choice. Stay tuned for our next training. Good night, everyone.
Justin?
Yes.
I just want to add, anybody that gets in the company, we're here to train you even if you're not on our team, you know? Absolutely. I have people that come to me because they have more things in common with me, and I have some members that have more things in common with you or Jen or other leaders in the company. So feel free to reach out to us. We all have our private training groups. We have the official one, but that's what I wanted to say. If some people feel more comfortable, we're all in the same company. We're all here to help each other, and we all provide training. So feel free to reach out.
Absolutely. All right, everyone. Take care. Have a good night.